Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Second down following that incompletion. One more snap in halftime. Launches it down the field, but they can't connect. And with that, we've come to the end of the first half here off the banks of the St. Johns River. We'll be back to Jacksonville for the start of the third quarter after this. The second half kickoff is a comeback in the cards tonight. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Bills offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things changed in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
Second down and 7. Getting away from the pressure. Gets rid of it.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Gets out of the pocket fast and not able to make the throw for the completion, though.
The Bills will set up. The 28 is the first down line. 3rd and 7. And the interception by Patrick Chung. Even with the big lead, you never want to give a team a reason to believe, especially coming right out of the half.
Oh, absolutely. Why give the other team a little hope? I mean, you can run the ball every play and then just punt it and then dare their offense to try to score. Now you give up the turnover. That was just terrible by the offense.
Makes the catch. Gains 20. That's his first reception today.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, if the big guy's not fast enough, we use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch it.
All set up now at the 21. The Jaguars at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. He'll throw it over the middle. The Jaguars now move the chains.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
First down at the 15. Freeman's got it on the toss. Williams there that time for the tackle.
Freeman's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game. Look at that. The defensive line, now they're all spreading out.
And that'll close the gap.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
The Jaguars ready to kick it away. And this will be a fair catch. And a touchback. The Bills offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
And it's out of bounds, incomplete. Second and 10 coming up.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Second down and 10. Catch made. That's a gain of 8. If you look at these passing totals, it's easy to get a sense why they're leading right now.
Those numbers are absolutely outstanding. When you see these kind of numbers, that means the play calls were good, the offensive line had an outstanding day, and also the wide receivers, they found ways to get open.
The Bills take it from the 28. Graham's got the catch and the first.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Picks up 8 here.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 2. And Parker has a reception. That's his first reception today.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
The Bills have it at the 44. And the tackle is made at the 41.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
The Bills snap it at the 41. And it's batted down.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
The Bills snap it at the 41. To Jimmy Graham in the secondary. And the interception by Patrick Chung.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Jaguars coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation. Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete. The defensive line now shifting to a spread look. They're going to try to pressure the quarterback on this play.
And they can't connect.
Not much the offense can do in a situation like this. 3rd and long, what you probably will have to do is either surprise them with a run or throw it short and hope somebody can make a play and pick up a first down.
Thomas has got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Well, when you're down a couple scores in the second half, you're just looking for some positives and trying to get some momentum on your side. So that first down by the offense, maybe that'll give them some confidence, and we'll see where they can go with it from here.
1st down and 10. And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Freeman's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback.
The defensive line saw something the offense is doing. Look at them, all shifting to the right. Well, but it's 3rd and long. I'll just say this, be very careful on the offensive side.
Third down.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
2 hands on the football and has the catch.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
Favorable bounce this time as it's headed to the end zone for a touchback. The Bills have to still be thinking about that last possession. They were actually moving down the field, and then, of course, the untimely interception ended things.
Yeah, the defense, look, they got good players, and, you know, you give them enough chances, they're finally going to make the play. You have to be careful with the football. The offense was not, and that's why it resulted in an interception.
What do you think they're talking about in that huddle after that drive-killing interception?
They're probably telling the quarterback, if you do that again, we're going to kick you out. I don't know, but they got to play better.
Has the grab. Browns all over that offense and brings him down.
Quarterback should have never thrown it that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
2nd down and 11. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. He's tackled right at the 36.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. And also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
The Bills snap it at the 36. Set up screen. Still powering ahead. Taken down at the 27.
Coaches love it when there's a pass thrown and whoever catches that ball, if they can break a tackle, that's just some extra yards. And that's what you're looking for, and that's what it takes to be a winning football team.
Peterson up the middle.
Peterson's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Peterson's marked down after a gain of 9. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. They get set quickly, ready for another snap. Peterson's called on once again. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. 3rd and 2 coming up. One more snap, and another quarter is in the books. And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete. Chip shot here. And he puts it through for 3. Welcome back. We're about to get back underway here in this one. The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Jaguars heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out a little more creative, get the defense off guard, make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity. Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Coming to the line at the 39. The Jaguars come out and a bunch. First down at the 39. Wants to go deep. With the contact, the ball comes out.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Intercepted. Breaks free. No one's going to get him now. The 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
You got to love that from your defense. They take a chance. They get the interception. Not only do they do that, they return it a long way for the touchdown.
Extra point was good. Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff. Green's got it. That return's good for about 23. The Jaguars offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. All you have to do is watch the head of the receiver. When they drop footballs, usually it's because you can see their head move the other way before the football gets there. That's what happened this time, and it's a drop pass.
Going for the deep ball. Gabriel on the receiving end. Going to take it the distance. Inside, and he's poked for the touchdown.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they receivers. They have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick they can get open and make the catches.
Catches it at the 6 and begins the return. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return.
The Bills put some points on the board on their previous possession, but it was just a field goal. They'll be looking to add some more right here.
Yeah, they will. And, listen, when you talk about touchdown drives, you have to kick a field goal. What does that mean? That means you failed on third down. Just not a good play.
Ball is out.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, the quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
The Bills take it from the 38. Heaving it down the field. And the interception by Patrick Chung.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Here we go.
They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage.
He makes the catch. He's in the clear. The 30, the 20, the 10. Gonna take it home for the touchdown. How important was that touchdown early in the fourth here, Phil, to stay in the game?
Oh, it was huge. They needed something. They needed a little lift here to try to get them in position where they can finish this game off. A lot of pressure now on their defense. Can they go out there and be aggressive, make a play, and get that football back for their offense?
The Jaguars getting ready to kick it away. Steps up and fields it at the 2. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Bills are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
First down here after the completion.
Get ready.
To the ground. He's going to be tackled right around the 46-yard line.
When you're leading the game in the fourth quarter and you're on offense, you are looking to use the time up on the clock. So that was a nice play call by the offense to run. Defense stops it for a short gain, though.
Connects with Graham. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
The Bills are really a true football team. Their defense, we know it's good. They don't want to just rely on it. The offense, nice job picking up that first down. Eat the clock up. Keep the pace of the game on your side. Small lead here in the second half. That was a good job.
First down here. Screen. He's got the catch. Breaks free. Has some space to work with. Brown's in on the tackle.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
This play set up by the long gainer. Out of the gun. He's scrambling now. Brown's there to take him down.
Always be alert for this quarterback to run the football when he gets the chance. He is excellent with it. He is a quarterback with the abilities of a running back.
Second down, 4 to go. Looking for some daylight up the middle. That's a gain of 6.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance. 2 minutes to go before this one's in the books.
Only 1 yard remaining.
Let's go. Right to the end.
Second and goal. Jams it across the goal line for the touchdown.
If the defense is not going to play for the quarterback sneak, then make them pay for it. Take advantage of it. That's what the offense did. The quarterback took advantage.
And the point after is good.
The Jags are ready to return the kick.
Gets out past the 30 and brought down at the 35.
The Jaguars offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
Down the field.
The ball is jarred loose.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 2nd and 10. Freeman's got it on the screen. Going to lose yards here.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
The Jaguars have it at the 34. Going for the home run. Got a flag.
The Jaguars really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
1st and 10.
And the pass is picked off, and that will all but do it.
What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come up with the stop, the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. They took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on it.
They went for the home run ball there, Phil, but just could not make the play.
Yeah, you want to do this. You always want to throw the football deep at least 4 or 5 times a game because you want to make the defensive backs uncomfortable. If you let them get comfortable, they'll start jumping those short ones. These guys won't do that anymore now.
Down the field. Intercepted. Tackles made.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
1st down. Pressure on every snap now. The Jaguars come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation.
And it's intercepted, which should all but wrap up this game.
That's got to be it. That's got to be the game ender here, partner. The interception basically ices it.
It does. Sometimes when you're behind as a quarterback, you take a chance, and that time the chance was just too great. Nice play by the defense.
Looking to go down the field here. What a catch. Can you believe how vertical he got there?
I can believe it, Jim Nance. I can, because we see it so often. The receivers in the NFL are just unbelievable. We take these catches for granted, but that was a tremendous play.
Graham with the grab.
Patrick Chung makes the hit.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Makes the catch. Touchdown. That may have been the clincher right there.
Yeah, what a game all day long. So exciting to end it like this late in the game. Man, you enjoy victories like this.
The Bills now ready to kick the football down the field.
They'll take it at the 20. The Jaguars offense comes onto the field for a last play or two before this one's over. There's nothing they can do now to pull this one out, Phil.
Yeah, listen, it's very tough to even get the courage or the energy to finish this game off in a situation like this because it's so disappointing. And I say to them, don't take any chances. Don't get hit again and just get off the field.
The Jaguars lined up. Everybody split out wide.
2nd down and 10.
Kerrigan with the sack.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Drop back, shotgun formation.
An open lane. Ball is out. Going deep. What a catch down the middle of the field.
This win, Phil, how much will it mean?
Well, Jim, it means a lot. It's another victory, one step closer to the playoffs. Big stuff.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.